Heavyweight boxer is behind bars accused of kidnapping a woman in Ybor City and then raping her. Candace McCowan joining us now live from Ybor City tonight. Candace, police using technology to track this guy down.
Keith, that's what they're telling us. They say that woman was forced into a car in a nearby parking lot and had no idea where this man took her. Well, investigators say that they were able to track her down using her Uber app. A night out here in Ybor City turned into a night of terror for one 22-year-old woman. Investigators tell us she met 50-year-old Barry Lineberger in a bar. Police say she agreed to go with him to the ATM, but when Lineberger told her he left his card in his car, she followed him to a nearby parking lot, where she was forced into his car and kidnapped.
I think he's an ex-boxer. He's like 6'4", large man, and you have a 22-year-old female victim. He's significantly larger than her.
As they were driving, she was able to text some of her friends to say that she was in distress.
Those friends alerted officers who were able to eventually track the woman down.
She tried to use her Uber app, and we were able to actually trace it and find the address that way.
Police telling us when they got to the house, they heard the victim screaming inside. You can see this footprints where the door was kicked in.
He did speak to detectives and give an interview and say that this was consensual, but the victim's injuries are consistent with her version of the story.
8 on Your Side did some digging and found Lineberger was convicted in 2007 of a similar crime in New York City, earning him the label of sex offender. Reports showing that victim was 21. And while police don't think he has any other victims in the area, they're looking at other open cases. Yeah, and Lineberger, we understand he didn't know that victim before that night out here in Ybor City, understanding that that assault lasted 3 hours. Keith?
And Candace, we know when you're a sex offender, you have to register. Had Lineberger alerted authorities that he was living in Hillsborough County?
He had actually registered here, but at a different address, and hadn't registered at this new address where they found the victim, where he said he'd been living for several months and he could face additional charges for not registering that new address.
Yeah. Candace McCowan reporting live in Ybor City. Thank you.